right? Like, I deserve that, and I want that, and I've never had it.
Why do you deserve that? Because you filmed your 20th Francis chugging Mountain Dew while pooping his pants and putting popcorn in a microwave video? Like, what? It's such a deranged mindset that he believes he is entitled to all of these women wanting to slobber on his meat because he is a famous YouTuber. He shouldn't be settling for an Arkansas 8. No, he deserves the LA 10s. So he pays for sex workers because Boogie deserves that top shelf pussy with the pinky out. And to me, this audacity is alarming. To me, this screams that he only views women as objects to be conquered sexually. He shouldn't...
Hey guys, I'm a big fan of Penguinz0 here, and I like what most of the things he says, what he's saying behind it, but I really had a problem with this take because I kind of disagree with his take on Boogie2988 when it comes to women, because he's saying that he objectifies women, saying that he sees women as sexual objects to conquer, and that's not really the vibe I got from what Boogie was saying. Boogie said, you know, he wants LA 10s, not Arkansas 8s, and the thing I got from that is that he had an addiction to sex workers, right? And in that scenario, with his wealth, his money, you would be buying the most expensive, best-looking sex workers. And I don't know how to say this without sounding like messed up, but part of a sex worker's job is to sort of objectify themselves in order to make themselves appeal to the male as good as possible, or female, depending on, you know, who's buying them. But you're basically selling your body, you're selling yourself. You are the product, and at that point, you are somewhat of an object to, you know, pleasure someone. So someone's going to pleasure themselves with, and that's an unfortunate truth of that, you know, business. But do what you want, you know what I'm saying? But I think Boogie was more referring to the fact that he deserved the best of the best sex workers, and not women in general. At least is the vibe I got from that. In that he was going to pay for the best sex worker because he could afford the best sex worker, because he was super rich, he was super wealthy. I will say that he's super entitled, but to make the jump that he was like he hates women or he doesn't respect women, to me is just too much of a jump, because it's like, I don't know what to say. Like, everyone does like being with a beautiful woman. That's just a fact of life, right? And he had the money for it, and this whole segment of the video of the documentary was about his addiction to sex workers and how often you hire sex workers. So it seems weird to me for Charlie to take it out and be like, he's objectifying all women, he sees women as sexual objects to be conquered, when in reality, to me at least, maybe I'm misguided here, that situation is just referring to sex workers and how he has to have the best of the best sex workers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got from it, and that's why he lost so much money. It was like kind of talking about why he lost so much money to sex workers, because he would constantly pay for the best of the best, the most attractive in his opinion. And like I said, objectifying sex workers, I don't think that's that. I don't think that's the same as objectifying women, because I mean, obviously women can't be sex workers, but I mean, that's part of the job. You know, they objectify themselves on purpose, and that's how they become successful. You know, if you don't objectify yourself as a sex worker, you're probably not going to be very successful. So I think it's a very different situation between saying he objectifies sex workers and he objectifies all women in general. Not saying that sex workers don't deserve respect or anything, but I mean, come on guys, there's a big difference between believing you have the right to fuck a 10 out of 10 sex worker and believing you have the right to fuck a 10 out of 10 wholesome woman. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, okay? I think we can all agree on that. So I think he's kind of painting Boogie in the worst possible light here, and Boogie already does that to himself. You don't need to make him look worse. So I kind of disagree with this take. This is a whole, like, you know, half this 16-minute video is just harping on that one point that I really don't think is that strong. And I know Boogie pretty much just agrees with Charlie when Boogie reacts to this clip, so if you guys bring that up, but that's just bullshit, right? Like, Boogie will agree to anything Charlie says because he has 14 million subscribers. We know how Boogie bends his butt over for anyone bigger than him, anyone more successful for him, for an ounce of clout. You know, he would suck Keemstar's dick if Keemstar would give him a shout out, and Keemstar is a piece of shit. So I don't really think Boogie agreeing with Charlie on this take is a good indication of what it is. And the reason I'm making this just so I feel like this is really painting Boogie as like an evil person, when I don't really see it like that. And if we're being completely honest, his current girlfriend, right, she's not a 10 out of 10 anywhere in the country. No offense to her. I think she's a bit, I mean, I like I said, I would date a woman for her personality, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying she's not the hottest girl that ever exists. I know she is super young, which is, it's really creepy to me, and I don't agree with that relationship. But obviously, Boogie wasn't meaning he deserves a 10 out of 10 woman in a relationship. It's pretty obvious he would take any woman he can get in an actual relationship where he's not paying them directly to be with him. I do believe that the only reason she's with him is for the fact he pays for everything, but but that's a little bit different than like a prostitute or a sex worker. Man, that's just my take on this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think Charlie missed the mark on this one. I wanted to just talk about that, because I was thinking about it. I was like, I think I have a different opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Peace out.